sea milk.
Yes.
It's pretty miserable today.
It's not only hot, but it's gray and polluted and disgusting, and we're not where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, we've taken the wrong turn for about an hour.
3 times.
Yeah,
It's too
anyway.
hot and we're too tired.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about something that's equally as frustrating, and that's the fact that you cannot work if you are married here in China.
It's a huge disclaimer for all these people that keep trying to call us out and say we're wrong, because you're wrong.
Yeah, you're
Let's
wrong.
go.
Yeah, we're going to put this to bed once and for all. Okay, so guys, we're talking about this whole you can't work if you're married thing. Now, I made a video exactly all about that.
Yeah.
And so many people in the comments were like, that's not true. You can work if you're married there. You just need to get a work permit. So let's talk about why it's stupid. Okay, can you start?
Why is it stupid that you can't work?
I mean, the whole, oh, you can still work, but you need a work permit thing. Why is that so stupid?
Okay, it is so stupid because, and this is just where we could just break it down right now, all right?
Yeah.
You can't work on a marriage visa. So what I mean is if you get married in China, you get a visa from the PSB, and this is the Public Security Bureau, and they say, where's your marriage documents? You show them and you get your visa. A visa, for everyone that's never been abroad, is a little piece of paper in your passport that says that you can go to a different country.
Yeah.
Now this allows you to enter and leave China as many times as you want, but it's
Some of them.
only for the purpose.
Yeah.
Only for the purpose of seeing your spouse. So it says in the clause that under I believe it's an M visa?
That's a Q1.
Q1 visa, sorry. It is a family or spousal visa, meaning that you're allowed to visit for a short to extended period of time, depending on the discretion of the local authorities, whether they like you or not, where you're from, all this kind of stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
long story short, you get that piece of paper, you can come say hi, you can be like, hey wife, what are you doing here in China? You know, hey husband, like why am I here? Because you can't work. Now, it's stupid because there is no stipulation that says, okay, under this Q1 visa, under this marriage visa, you can apply for this, this, and this, and then you can work. Because people think, like in other countries, there's a difference between a visa and a permit, a work
Yes,
permit. In
correct.
China, there is no difference between a work permit. And stop writing novels in the comments section about this law. I don't care. You don't live here.
Yes.
I live here and have both visas. I've had both.
Yes, me
I know
too.
how it works, so you don't need to go and whatever you're doing, maybe you're bored, going on Wikipedia and finding all these visa stats. It doesn't exist. So when you get a marriage visa, you can either choose between having that marriage visa or a Z visa, a Z visa, which allows you to work. You can't have both.
No, you can't. So
The
if
end.
you
Done.
Yes, if you do work and you get a work permit, it means you changed your visa from a marriage
Right.
visa to a work visa.
And you can do that. If you want to get hired by a company and they
Yes.
say, okay, we need to hire you, they need to delete, means get rid of. You don't have both. Bye-bye. Cancel your Q1. Then you got a new Z visa, beautiful Z visa.
Yes, now let's talk about some of the restrictions which come along with that. Number one, if you are on a Z visa or a work permit, you are only allowed...
Let's just make this about visas.
Yeah,
Go
okay.
ahead.
So yeah, you can only work on that for that one particular company,
Right.
right?
Right.
You're not allowed to pick up any part-time work. You're not allowed to go do other things.
Correct.
You're stuck with that one company and that company only.
Right.
On top of that, watch out, learn a car. On top of that, it has to be renewed every year. Okay?
Yep.
So let me put that into perspective for you.
There are new 3- and 5-year work visas, but
Are they? When did that come about? You see,
last
that's
year my university gives them now. The one I used to work for.
okay. So here's exactly the thing: the visa rules change
All the time.
every year,
And it's not like there's a little pamphlet you get.
yeah, no. It's like every time you go to apply for your new visa, so let's say that these 3- or 5-year visas are correct, and there's probably some stipulation as to who can get them and how you get them, and you probably have to be working for a certain kind of institution or having had
Right.
lived or worked for X amount of years before you can get more than a 1 year. So let's just say you go, it's time.
It's definitely like you've worked somewhere a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you just come here and you get it.
No.
So say you've got your 1 year visa and it comes to the end of your 1 year work visa,
Yep.
and you go and your school or you go through the process of trying to renew it.
Correct.
All of a sudden there's a new rule which now requires you to recertify your degrees, get new health tests. Don't forget, you need health tests for this every year.
Yeah, health check. Every year I get one.
Yeah, every year you have to get a health check. All of a sudden they want to know, oh, but they need some other kind of document. It throws a spanner in the works because you only have a couple of days usually. You know, when you get your visa, it's about to run out.
Yeah,
you see it's going to run out. Yeah, you get about a week to suddenly produce new documents and stuff. Otherwise, you have to leave China. And what if you don't have the documents that are necessary for the new rules and stipulations?
You're in big trouble, brah.
You just gotta leave.
You gotta go.
Yeah, so it's incredibly frustrating because it's always short term. If you say there are 3 and 5 year visas, it's news to me, but that's fantastic. That means there's a bit of progress being made.
Yeah, but no, it's only for work visas.
Yeah, only for specific work visas. I bet you there's something like you have to be working for a university or something.
The career university teachers at the place I used to work are now getting them.
Yeah.
I've seen proof of it as well. Very rare though. I do not see that coming from other schools.
Yeah, I don't think if you work for a training center you're going to get a 3-year visa.
No, I highly doubt it. And I mean, prove me wrong. That aside, it doesn't matter. Like, thank you for that little rundown about work visas. I want to spin off onto something real quick, and this is something that another thing that's been bugging me since I'm so pissed off right now. Yeah. One of my favorite things about making videos on YouTube. Yeah. Is the community that we formed, and I every single day like to go on my Facebook /Lao86 and ADVChina. Yeah. And I go on there and I try to reply to everyone that has questions. Yeah, me too. So many. Of course, my priority is going to be Patreon. Go on my Patreon and I talk to those guys first. Yeah. But on Facebook, I like to answer questions specifically for people that are running into some issues, right? Yeah. These or genuinely curious. Yeah. If I have time, I'd like to answer them. And one request that I keep getting from people is like, can you get me a job? Like, oh, where do I get a job? Yeah. Find me a job. I want to go teach like you used to. Like, and number one, because I'm pissed off, I find that like incredibly offensive. Yeah. Don't ask me to find you work. Like, I love our community. I love the people around us, but do not ask me to find you a goddamn job. I didn't ask anyone to go find me a goddamn job, especially not someone that is clearly in contact with lots of different people and probably gets this question quite often. Go on the internet and Google it. I don't know where the jobs are. Maybe you can work here and raise chickens with these acai, right? Like, I don't know. Anyway, what they do is they'll say, but I'm a little bit worried because I don't have a degree, right? Now there is a new law. Yes. I think it's either in Guangdong or it's all of China. I'm not sure. But now, before you used to have to give your bachelor's degree, and then they would take it to the PSB. 9 times out of 10 they won't do any background check on it, so that led to shit tons of foreigners using fake degrees to get teaching jobs. Yes, I remember. Nowadays there is a new law, and you have to come with your bachelor's degree verified by your home government. Yeah, actually verified by the Chinese consulate in your country. In your country. You know, so where they can check it up. Yeah, and I did a little research, and I asked some people that had to reapply, like for new visas, people with legitimate degrees. And what degrees? They don't look at the degree. What they do is, in America, they will call your university. Yeah. And they will make sure that you are an alumni of said university. And if you're not, you're denied. So this effectively puts an end to people that want to come to China, because the problem is, before you could come with a fake degree or even no degree in these local areas that are really corrupt or whatever, they just let things slide. Sure. Yeah, the local schools would have enough connections in Guangxi to make that happen, but now the local, not the local government, the actual government, you know, the big dog, they require you to come in to get a Z visa when you apply at the embassy, right? To get your degree verified by not only your home country but also the Chinese government. So the reason I bring this up is 9 times out of 10 the people asking me to find them jobs or about jobs tell me that they don't have a degree, and then they're like, but I've done this and this and this and this. Yeah, it's more difficult for people like you to come in here. I'd appreciate it if you contacted me and said, at least in the beginning, said, hey, I like your videos, this is awesome. Don't just say, can you find me a job? In bad English. I mean, I'm going to also piggyback on that a little bit since we're in a foul mood. Okay. And just say that our videos are there to try and help as many people as possible. I have videos about visas,
I have videos about how to find jobs. We've got videos about how to find jobs. We've got videos about how to survive here. We already have given all that information out
This is absolutely true.
to you. So it's kind of annoying when people, they
don't look back in the video catalog.
No, they stumble across our videos and they ask me questions which I've
already
answered 100 times before.
Very true.
It does get quite irritating. But now we've got to get back to the main topic, which is the whole you cannot work if you're married thing
Right.
here, and you can't get a green card. So
There's one more fallacy here.
yes,
Go ahead.
everybody, you can go look at my past video. They're like, oh no, but you can get a green card if you have been married for 5 years and can prove a good income above a certain amount every year
Shut
for the 5
your
years.
little mouth.
Yes, exactly.
Enough.
How?
What the fuck? Come on. Really?
How about even stopping?
What an asshole. Go ahead.
So riddle me this.
Okay.
How are you supposed to show earnings and tax incomes and all that crap for 5 years if you're not allowed to work when you're married?
What a clever observation, dear Winston. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, I get it if what they're trying to say is maybe get married, get a marriage certificate, but then get
Go
a work,
home?
then get a work visa, then work for 5 years.
Wait, so get a marriage visa, cancel that. So you go visit your wife and then you're like, don't want to use the marriage visa anymore. Let's get a work visa. Cancel it up, work for 5 years, and then you're good.
Correct. So basically, you know, because both you and I have worked here for longer than 5 years, right? We can prove that we've, you know, paid taxes for 5 years, X amount, but the bar they set is actually very high, by the way. It's not like just an average normal job like a university teacher or something. You need to be pulling in massive money.
Like what?
Oh man, I can't remember. It's something like $154,000 a year or some shit. I can't remember.
Dollars?
I don't know. I'm not going to budge it because I'm wrong.
We'll put it up on the screen.
We'll put it up on the screen, but you have to prove that you've, you know, contributed to the Chinese economy X amount over 5 years while still being married. So, you know, the whole being married.
So you have to work for a Chinese company.
Yeah, so you have
make
to
that much money.
Yes, for 5 years
For 5
while
years.
still being married. So you get married, and then it actually has nothing to do with your status as a citizen or a visa or anything here. You then have to, as if you're just every average Joe Blow off the street, get your work permit or work visa, just like everybody else. Jump through all the hoops, have your health checks and your degrees, and you know, all your other nonsense. There's a lot now. It's actually way harder now. They've got so much paperwork. You get the class system. If you're class A, class B, class C foreigner, what jobs you're allowed, you know, it's actually very difficult. So
I opened this up again, and I think it's kind of funny how angry we are right now, and I apologize to everyone out there. This is not normal. If this is your first episode, I'm really fucking pissed off today. Sorry about that. We're literally going back to where we came from, and it's fucking hot. Anyway, I want to say I have an open challenge to anyone out there. If you can, contact me. If you find a way to contact me, right?
Yeah.
And you show me, because I've, you know, countless times now, probably hundreds of people now have said, oh no, you can definitely get a citizenship, you can definitely get a green card. I don't know why you're going through all this rigmarole and hassle with marriage visas. This is definitely possible, Chinese and foreigners.
Yeah.
But none of them have actually produced a person that they know who have done this. I get the same article of some NBA like player, or some scientist that like defected to China and found discoveries and then contributed to the Chinese government. I have not had one person that is so goddamn confident about this green card and citizenship thing produce one human being that has gotten it. Give me that one person and I'll change my tune and say it's possible.
Absolutely. Why can't we? Issued this challenge years ago.
And I've updated it like within the last year at least. And here we go again. Show me a person, not your friend's cousin's brother.
Yes, like an actual
person you're in contact
with. Yeah, okay. And then I did get someone who said, "Oh yeah, no, sure. I got one, right? Okay." In a WeChat group.
Oh, did they?
Some French guy or something. Or I don't know where he's from, to be honest. So I said, "Okay, so tell me, what did you do to get it?" He's like, "I don't really want to talk about it." Eventually I got it out of him. The reason he has his sort of permanent residence card that he got is, number one, he bought a villa worth millions of RMB. Okay. So he invested millions of RMB in buying this villa. Number two, he runs a company for the government.
For the Chinese government.
For the Chinese government. He runs a company for them in this hometown where he's married to his wife.
Okay.
And number 4, because he had his connections through his wife, whose father's in the government, etc. That is how he got this car.
Okay. Well, okay, I stand corrected. It exists.
No,
But
but
if
that
you
goes
tick those
back.
boxes, you come talk to me because I really want to know who you are.
No, it goes absolutely back to what we said in our original one. The only people that are going to end up with that green card are people who are either incredibly rich, who are investing massive amounts of money into China, number one.
Right.
Number 2, they're selling state secrets from their own country, or they're some kind of major scientist or something, or an NBA player or something like that, who China really wants because, you know, they're a big asset to China, right? Then you're going to get it. But your average person, and I'm talking your
That's
average...
why I want to meet someone, right?
Yeah,
Or
your
show me
average
someone.
middle of the range, middle class,
Us.
middle income guy, you and me.
The people, because it stems from people asking us, why haven't you gotten it yet? People
Yes.
like us.
Yes,
Not
and-
rich. Normal
Yes.
people.
And it's also, those are the kinds of people that want to come here. Those are the ones who have these high hopes of coming here and retiring here and getting a green card and getting married and settling down. You will not. You cannot.
As of now.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you are thinking about retiring here, you can't even get a work permit if you're over 60 years old. You're not allowed to work if you're over 60.
I forgot about that.
So you can't.
Well,
So
I guess
even-
you'd retire though, right? That's the whole
you
point.
could, well, you could retire if you had a pension paying you from back home,
Abroad,
and then you'd have to keep renewing your visiting visa to your wife, your reunion visa.
Yeah. It's a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
And we just want to clear a lot of stuff up because it's not a normal video we'd make. We wouldn't be so angry, and I apologize for that, but we figured it was the right mood because it's annoying, and I love you guys.
Absolutely. One more I got to throw in there. Another comment someone said was like, that's not true. I have a Taiwanese friend who's married in China and he works and all that.
Silly.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but he's ethnically Chinese. He looks Chinese. He can get away with working illegally, you know?
Yeah, not only that, but like, it doesn't matter. There are special rules that apply to Chinese or Taiwanese people.
Even just ethnically Chinese people, there are certain rules.
There's also, if you fill out the visa forms, ethnic Chinese people that have foreign passports, there are different rules and visas that apply to them.
Correct. And on top of that, if they can prove like family lineage or whatever, they can get,
Right.
you know, they're considered Chinese anyway.
Right.
But one other thing, another guy was like, oh, I've got a friend, you're talking shit, he's got a driver's license, he's married here, he works, he's got a 10-year visa.
Right.
I'm like, okay, dude, you know what? Your friend is working illegally because you don't...
because the 10-year visa means it doesn't last for 10 years. It means
No.
he can come in and out for 10 years. He can't stay
Yes.
for 10 years.
And you have to leave every couple months.
Yep. It's the same as it's just a normal tourist. My parents have 10-year visas too to China.
Yeah.
I'm not bragging about that.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's a
has
tourist
them.
visa. So your friend's either got a tourist visa or an extended spousal visa, because I think you might be able to get a 10-year one, but like a tourist maybe. But
Probably a tourist visa.
there is no such thing as a 10-year work visa.
And sure, he has a driver's license. So what?
Yeah, so what? I got a driver's license.
Yeah,
You
it's
got
not,
a driver's
it's
license.
not hard. I mean, it's hard, but it's like you can do it.
As long
We
as
never said you
yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah, so basically, your friend's working illegally, mate. He's not allowed to work. Better not reveal his name, otherwise the Chinese government's going to put an end to his little fun ride, you know? So yeah, guys, if you're on a marriage visa, if you're married, you may not work. End of story.
Just
Full
like us,
stop.
we're on an extended holiday. Not.
I have a video about it. Go watch it now. Now you have the context. Now you can understand why these people putting all these stupid things in the comments are full of shit. And
That's true.
the challenge is there.
Challenge
You
is
got
there.
a green card, you make a video about it,
Make
you
a
show
bit,
it.
or send us your info. We will interview you, and we want to know. Like,
Yeah.
if you are a person that went through the exact normal processes of getting it, then we are happy to interview. It's gonna be fun.
Exactly.
It's gonna be awesome.
And don't forget that I've been here 11 years, he's been here 8 years. We know lots of other foreigners who've been here for a long time.
Even
Why
longer
do
than
we
us.
not know anybody who has got a green card?
Right.
Why?
And we know thousands of people here.
Yes, I mean, come on. Like in China, we're probably the most well-known foreigners. I bump into people on the street every day
On
who know
YouTube,
me.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I've never met a single one who's got a green card. So come on, guys, let's show me the money, you know.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway.
cool. Speak to you later, and stay awesome.
Remember you if you fill up my lungs, and if my mind